Hello, everyone. All right.
Sorry, we are late. We had some technical difficulties today.
So what we're finding out with the YouTube app on the phone is that I don't know why, because we have two different iPhones, right? We have an iPhone 7 and an iPhone 6S. Now they're not exactly X's or 8s or whatever you want to call them now, but essentially the app does not work well going live on the phone. But we're here now, and we're super excited. We're with you guys, and we are still in Spain, and we're still in what we call Shady Acres. And
is that what we call it? Shady Pines?
I call it Shady Acres. I don't know. But welcome to our live stream. And
hold on one second.
We have something really special planned for you guys today. We have a Q&A that is going to be with the kids. So we talked about this last week, guys. Last week, we ended the week saying that we're going to have
I have to message
the kids. And so
I have to message my mom because she wants to be on here for the
kids. They're back there. They're waiting, but we're just going to sort of do a little bit of housekeeping and let you guys know what's going on. But they're chomping at the bit to get on here, as you can see that.
All right.
So
we're in the same spot.
We're in the same spot.
You said that.
Yep.
And we are in somewhat southern-ish Spain, in what they call the desert of Spain.
It's like the desert of Europe.
And it's all the same stuff we said last week, but if you're joining us here for the first time.
I'm calling up the video now on the other computer so we can see the comments. If you guys are live and online, if you can give us a quick thumbs up and let us know where you guys are calling in from.
And if you can hear us and everything.
So roll call.
So we're going to catch everyone up that wasn't here last week, quick and fast, because the kids are dying to get on here, and I know you guys have questions for them. Hey, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Long time no see. We are, like we said, still in Spain. This is the longest I think we've stayed at a campground.
The longest we've stayed at a campground that we have not complained, that we have not moved.
Yeah.
Because we've been here now for 10 days?
And we were I think we said last week we'd be gone by now. Well, we're still here, and we are planning to stay at least another week.
Yep.
We like it. We have a lot of work to do. We're not huge campground fans. You've heard us say that a million times. We prefer boondocking, but we've had a lot of work. This community here is really incredibly welcoming and kind, and it just works for all of us right now. So we'll spend probably another week.
Yes.
Here is what we're planning, and then we got to get rolling because we're going to get behind schedule again.
My goal this week is to dye my hair gray so they can fit in more, because this is he's
going to have to get more energy too, because everyone has more energy than us.
This is the coolest place on the planet. So this apparently seems to be the one campground around all of Europe. And I don't even know if it's the one, maybe there's more, we just haven't seen them, where all the Brits and all the Dutch go to. And they're just hanging out, having campfire songs and with the ukuleles and having
a lot
block
of the time,
parties.
I know we talked about this last week, so if you're here again this week, it's redundant. But if you're new, this is really cool information. I think it's cool. We've been in a lot of campgrounds, and we try to stay away from them because, like I said, we don't love them. However, we've been in for like 1 or 2 days at a time. And it's not that people are unfriendly, they're just not over the top friendly, right? Everyone kind of keeps to themselves. Not this place. They're not intrusive, but they're kind and interesting and chatty and helpful. Like tomorrow we're going to the market, and since we have a motorhome, it's not that difficult. It's difficult for us to go to the market. We're in the middle of nowhere right now.
Yep.
So our neighbor said that she would take us to the market tomorrow. It's just really nice and really kind, and they look out for the kids. And they don't, sometimes when we're places, people, not often, but people question our lifestyle and, how we're living and, are the kids, how are this or how are they social and all that. This place just totally gets it. People just say, oh, are you homeschooling? We're like, oh yeah, we are. And that's it. There's no judgment. There's no nothing. Now, I don't know why.
But I don't know. Is Europe more of a
I don't know, because homeschooling is illegal in Germany. It's illegal in Spain. I don't think it's done here as much as it is in the United States. So,
I'm glad to see that.
Hey, Layla from Guatemala.
Yeah.
Paul I'm driving again. Paul, you're driving way too much.
And it seems
he's
great
in Wales.
that
Hi, Mom.
Bob and Jessica's mother are having a private conversation. Just go ahead and feel free amongst yourselves.
Dad, are you there? You might want to jump in. And hi, Dad, because I know you're probably there beside Mom.
What's up, Oscar?
Hey, Oscar. Hello from Miami. This is awesome, guys. Thank you for joining us.
Oscar is a fraternity brother of mine from
just a couple of years ago.
Just a couple of years ago. Yeah, we just graduated.
Will's premature gray. All right. So now that we've updated, we're not gonna do too much talking today because we know you guys had have questions for the kids, and we just want to get right to it. Because honestly, They are so much more interesting than us. And
They are. Well, here's...
You want to talk about... Okay, go ahead.
No. I think it's pretty interesting. So I've done a little bit of digging into our stats lately. And
what does it say?
Well, it's funny because YouTube has all these great little stat features that you can look into. And myself being a numbers guy, I'm sort of... There's never time to actually dig into this stuff. But lately I have, because I've just... I don't know. Can only edit so much. But essentially, you know our number one demographic is? And like there's like all these different
25 to 35-year-old young men checking out your hot wife. Yes?
No. Sure. Okay. We'll end it there. Okay, we're done. All right. Let's move on.
All right, what is it? Well, what is it?
It is 55 to 64-year-old women.
Checking out you. Checking out the hot Latino.
Checking out us. No, I don't know. But basically, I mean, when I say like the number one demographic...
Well, but the last time you checked the demographics, that was not...
They have the longest watch time, period. In terms of like they watch the longest. So they will not click off. So for all of you 55 to 64-year-old women...
Thank you.
Thank you guys for hanging out.
Thank you for hanging out and watching the whole video.
Yep.
We love you. And why aren't the rest of you watching the whole video?
And then after that, it is
25 to 35.
45 to 54-year-old women.
Women?
Yes, women.
The women like us.
The women like us. Although it's interesting because although our big... They do have more male watchers than female watchers in general. I think we get
as a percentage, right?
As a percentage, I think we get 70% men and 30% women. So men may be watching, but they're not.
So
watching
the men are not watching long enough.
No.
Come on, guys. Step up the game. Come on, Bob. Bob, do your part.
I'm trying to highlight more of you on
Dad,
here.
Oscar.
Anyway, what? They're the ones who's watching.
I'm calling you out. If you comment, you're going to get called out.
All right. So basically, that's what's happening. That's our stat
Don't worry.
update.
We can't see how long you're watching individually.
I think it's a cool update. I think every single time we go live, I'm going to give another cool stat update as to who's watching and where and why, and sort of what the deal is.
Right, no one's commenting that right now. Either my computer's frozen or everyone's mad at me for calling him out.
But I think next time I'm going to go into countries. And by the way, our country number one is the U.S., which has about 33%, and then we have about 18-19% from the UK.
That's because we're here and all of our UK friends are following us.
Yes. So thank you everyone from the US and from the UK.
Hi Pablo, how are you?
What's up, Pablo? All right.
All right. Should we get the kids on here for their Q&A?
Yeah, so as advertised, we have the kids who are excited to be here. I got to step out of frame here.
Hi from Ohio.
Because there's no way that we're all
going to fit on
here.
I think we can all fit if we just...
Well, Largo can snuggle in right between us.
Yeah.
And then Avalon can...
All right, kiddos. Hey, guys. You guys ready?
I'll go back here. All right. And then they are... What are you guys doing?
I'm ready.
All right. So if you have questions for the kids, you can start putting them in the comments. And for those of you who don't know, I'm going to introduce them. Are you hot? Are you okay with this on?
I'm fine.
Okay, slide in here so we can all fit. This is Largo. He is 10 years old, and he is our son. Avs, you coming in?
Yeah, I want to.
Okay, Avs getting herself situated over there. I try watching when I can find the time in college. And I'm in Ohio, too. Thank you, Austin. Thank you. We won't hold it against you because you should be studying and not watching our videos.
Hi, Bob.
But you can use those free time.
All right, come on in, Avalon. Avalon is our daughter.
Mama, you just mush over.
Okay. Oh. And I'm going to just hang half of my head in here like this. And she...
Hi, Nana.
And she is 13. And then Will... You know Will.
Yeah, I'm 12.
Oh, we can slide over a little bit. All right, guys, what do you have for questions? I had some people that commented and sent me messages and saying they wanted to ask the kids questions. So if you guys don't come up with questions, I can defer to those questions.
Yep.
I've given them the liberty if they don't feel comfortable asking something or they don't have an answer for it or they just don't feel like asking it. That is their prerogative. Answering. And you got, hold on, I'm going to get comfortable here. So ask away. So let's see. Hold on, I got to move this arm. I'm sorry, guys. It's a little uncomfortable here, isn't it? All right. Just a little backstory on Largo and Avalon. This is Largo's first year being homeschooled. Avalon was homeschooled in Costa Rica and Ecuador, and then they both went to public school in France, and now they're homeschooled again. Bob says that mouth thing you did on Instagram stories is freaky. Do you remember that thing we did during our hike where our face is in your mouth. Yeah, that was really creepy, huh?
Yeah.
And I
So
thought,
for those that don't watch us on Instagram, we're pretty relentless in putting Instagram stories throughout the day.
yeah.
So Largo, every time we do one and the kids are around, they love to just jump and grab the camera and the phone and put all the emojis on.
And you know how kids are, they figure out things. I didn't even know that was on there. So Laura just hit a button. That was one of the features, right? One of the masks or something. He just hit a button and it started doing this funky thing, which was creepy, right? Swearos 24/7. Yeah, we're gonna get a hidden cam in here. All right, guys, give us some questions. Nana thought it was freaky too. All right, I'm gonna start with a couple questions that came in until you guys get a little more aggressive here. I know you're nervous. It's okay to comment. We won't bite, right?
All
right.
How could we buy
Julie sent me a message. She wanted to know what was your favorite, not that Julie, but a different Julie.
Okay.
What's your favorite country?
Japan.
Okay, this is where the camera is, so look over here.
Japan.
Avalon's favorite country is Japan.
And why, Avalon?
And why?
Because of the sushi.
Because of the sushi. Is that the only reason?
There's some pretty culture too.
You like the culture too? So Avalon and I went to Japan with my mom a year and a half ago?
More than that.
2.5 years
when
ago?
we were in Costa Rica.
So 2.5 years ago.
Almost 2.5
And
years
we
ago.
were not there too long, but we did a lot while we were there. Avalon had sushi. Honestly, I think every single meal we were there. And that's her favorite country so far. Largo, how about you? Do you have a favorite country so far?
The two countries that we're going to are gonna be my favorite. One
think so?
Antarctica, I'm gonna go there, and and two Denmark.
So
Antarctica.
Largo is going to Antarctica in November with my parents. And so he very well may be the first person in our family to step on all of the continents. We haven't hit a couple others still, but by the time, probably in the next 2 or 3 years, we'll have hit all of them. And the other three of us are not going to Antarctica with him. So he's just going to go alone. He's going to go alone, right? He's going with Nana Baba. And then so you think that's going to be your favorite country? And Denmark? Largo?
Yeah.
Okay, so don't look down here because you're going to get distracted. But what is your favorite one that we've gone to so far? Do you have a favorite?
Ecuador.
Ecuador?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Ecuador.
And for those of you guys who don't know, we spent a year practically in Ecuador.
In Ecuador,
we
yeah.
lived in Quito. So
And we loved
it.
the
We
entire,
loved Ecuador.
We loved Ecuador a lot. It really has a special place in our heart. Which country has the kindest people? Asked Austin.
I'd say Ecuador too.
Ecuador? What do you think, Avalon?
Can you judge one person against another person?
Yeah, define kind.
Well,
Define
the people
Like
that
nice
everywhere
to
you
us,
walked
kind?
around,
Nice to us.
and it was like, oh my gosh,
People were
everyone's so
nice and friendly and all that stuff. Right here at this campground, actually.
That's true.
What would you say?
Ecuador.
Largo says
And
Ecuador,
France.
and Avalon says France.
Although Japan, again, they have like really, I don't know if I'd be considered kind, but like
Helpful.
helpful, yeah.
Yeah, because we did a dress up and photography session wearing kimonos, and we got lost, and someone walked us around in the sweltering heat for about 20 minutes to get us to the right spot. It was really, really kind.
I was thinking of a different example.
What were you thinking of?
Your phone in the taxi?
Oh my gosh, that's another great example too. I left my phone in the taxi in Japan, and I actually got it back. The taxi driver brought it back to me, which was amazing. Bob says, is it difficult having so many different types of educational methods at the same time, or does that make schooling more fun and interesting?
Fun and interesting.
What's your favorite kind?
Live.
Live?
Yeah, the Zoom classes.
The Zoom classes.
Yeah.
Because it's
So-
like, we've always done it like that, so there isn't really a big difference. It's just, that's how we started out.
Yeah, but you went to a traditional school for
Well, yeah.
several years. So having all the different ways of education
Like on different sites or something?
yeah, like different methods and stuff.
Oh, that doesn't do
It makes it fun for you guys.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, and we will be talking more about this on our vlogs as we are going more often. The kids have a variety of classes. They have self-paced classes online, which is just like it says, self-paced. And there's usually a teacher, but they submit their work and the teacher responds, through email or something like that. There's also Zoom Zoom classes that are live where they have other kids all around the world in their class. And then what else do you guys? Oh, and then they have Skype classes for their languages with a tutor, which is a one-on-one thing. What did you think of? Iris Nana says, "What did you think of Iceland?"
Oh, I loved it.
You loved Iceland,
I wanna go
Largo?
back.
Do you remember? You were so little. Do you remember Iceland?
No.
Okay, so Avalon wants to go back.
The Blue Lagoon was amazing.
The Blue Lagoon. They love the Blue Lagoon.
This is the trip they took without me. I'm very disappointed on that one.
So you liked Iceland. Oscar says, what was the scariest moment traveling? The battery fire? Or something else?
Because I get stressed very easily, so there have been like a lot of moments, but the battery fire is probably the scariest.
The scariest.
Although it wasn't, the thing is, it wasn't really scary. It was the aftermath that scared me.
It was the aftermath.
What could have happened.
What could have happened? How about you, Largo? Do you have a scariest moment?
I don't know. There's literally no scary moment for me.
You're never scared, huh? You're never scared, Largo?
Is there any point, Largo, where you felt like maybe like you lost one of us, that you couldn't find us or something, or?
No.
No? Okay.
Okay, FN Exposed says, who's the old pedo at the back?
Who's that?
Dad.
That's me.
That's Daddy. That's
Yeah,
Will.
I get last billing here. All right.
A child predator. No, I don't think so. All right. So you guys, do you have any other questions for the kids? I can throw in some that were sent to me as well. That's okay. Get off here, whoever's being disgusting there. Okay, I'm gonna block you.
What's going on
That's
here?
absolutely ridiculous. Oh, does he rape the kids? Okay, we're gonna block you.
All right, so let's put
That's inappropriate. We don't do stuff like that. How do you do that? Remove.
Remove, yeah.
Okay.
All right, we won't have any more of that.
Sorry guys, we just removed that person. If you're gonna come on and be inappropriate, you don't belong here. We're not that type of a channel. Sorry. Yeah, I don't. Hopefully, the person. I don't know if they're blocked or not, Bob. Oh God, how do I get rid of? How do I?
Is that gone?
Yeah. No, they're making more comments, but I don't know how to block them.
What is your hair?
here.
Wait, what's that saying there?
It doesn't matter. It's not. How do I block? I can't figure out how to block something.
You can just remove.
I want to.
You can remove.
I did that already.
All right, then just do that.
Sorry, guys.
All right,
Sorry,
we're
guys.
trying to have some really just interesting conversation
So this
here
is
because we know that you guys are interested in what our kids do, and so for us, I know one of the big appeals of our life is that we're doing this with our kids, and we're trying to educate our kids, and we're trying to sort of show them what it's like to be on the road.
Okay.
And so we thought that this actual Q&A would be a great commentary forum for you guys to maybe just get a little insight from their point of view, because it's easy to get ours because we can sort of tell you what they think or think what they think. But honestly, if you guys are really
sorry guys, I'm trying to keep up with.
Stop being a jerk.
Stop! I'm trying to keep up with removing and blocking someone. So just keep talking while I'm removing and blocking.
All right. So
okay.
Who's this? Shady dude scum. What is that?
Okay, I don't know, but guys, I just you guys
Right,
here,
well,
and I'm
anyway.
gonna just get rid of people.
All right,
okay.
so let's maybe
Okay,
I'm
I'm sorry, guys. I'm
really
sorry. I'm removing. I hope I'm not removing anyone who's actually legit. But there's too much junk on here, and I'm removing people right now. So
No, you're removing the comment. I don't think you're removing the actual person.
okay.
You can't really block someone.
No, yes you can. All right. So anyway,
Oh God. Okay. I don't know how to block them. I'm sorry.
report then.
Okay.
God.
All right. So that's fun.
That hasn't happened before. Please, you just guys just keep going, okay? I'm just reporting people,
I'm
okay?
really
Just keep
getting it.
talking. Sorry, guys. I'm really sorry.
All right.
Just keep going. I'm gonna.
right.
I'm gonna.
Are you guys
Sorry.
watching this?
Sorry.
No.
If you guys honestly are watching this and can gang up on this guy too and just call him out for the sicko that this guy is.
No, I can't figure out how
all
to
right,
get
I
rid
gotta
of-
get on this computer. All right. You can add additional moderators. Yeah. Can we
Okay,
add,
Oscar, I'm adding you as a moderator.
congratulations.
Go if you could go block these people. I've just
Yes.
added you. Okay, thank
All
you
right.
very much because we're
And
trying to
then-
keep this going. But
And if you can add Bob as well,
yeah,
that'd be great.
let's see. Where's Bob?
Bob, you still there?
Bob, you want to moderate? Help us moderate.
Yeah, that's a good
report
idea.
people. Get rid of them.
All right. Now we got the enforcers on here.
All right.
All right.
You scumbags are going. Go get him, Bob and Oscar. All right, let's keep moving forward.
All right. Well, this is. I mean, at the end of the day, honestly,
right.
this is what
We've never had
on
excitement like
social
this.
media is, I guess, all about, or not all about, but what happens because
This hasn't happened to us before, so
It
we're
hasn't
gonna
happened
gonna
yet.
clean this up.
Oh my god, dude, people.
Yeah, this is
Who are these people?
gross. Just gross,
All right.
gross. Okay.
You can put them in timeout too, so that means you can just like knock them out.
I'm trying to do that right now.
All right. So Bob and Oscar, if you can just put these people in
Yeah,
timeout.
get rid
How
of
do
these
you
go.
socialize with other kids while you're constantly moving?
All right.
Well, I have a book club.
Way to
so-
keep it going, Avalon.
Yeah, keep it going, Alice. You're doing great.
So I have a book club, so that's how I get a lot of my socialness. We meet kids all over, like, along the world, so, like, other traveling kids and then just other kids who live around where we're traveling. It's fun.
I actually pretty much don't have a social life.
Really? Because you're so you socialize with the older people here. You don't think you have a social life?
Not really.
No. Are you too young for that, or you think you need more of a social life? Do we
And you
need
hang
to get
out
more?
with the kids at campgrounds.
Are there any kids here?
Look, it's
Well,
the
not
winter,
here.
not right now.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyway, you guys have any other anything else you want to add to the
Actually,
social? You want to add any more to the social? You done with
no.
that one? Okay. Largo, when will you guys put some color in your hair like Mom? Says Karen.
I
Avalon
have some
has.
color in my hair.
She has. We haven't recorded that really, and when she did that, she did it over Christmas break. And if you guys are not aware, we are still catching up on our videos. So sorry about that, guys. And we are actually not even at Christmas yet. So we didn't really, we haven't really caught up to when she has her hair colored. But we didn't color that based on Avalon's preference. She did not want to be recorded that day, and we respect. We really try to respect their wishes when they don't want to be recorded. And so, sorry, guys. Maybe next time.
All right, let's see.
It's going to be interesting because on the replay, everyone's going to watch this. They're going to be like, what comments did people say?
Thank you, John and Dawn. Karen, remember I asked you for the video.
Who's that?
About your hair, Mom.
About my hair. Yes, if you're the one that asked Karen, actually we just haven't had a chance to film it yet. It's coming. It's on the list. I
it's
He
on the
did
promise
an
you.
Insta story about like how it was coming.
Demetrius wants to know, did you love driving the boat, Largo?
What boat?
Whoopo.
The boat in I'm assuming the boat
gondola.
in the gondola in
Oh,
Venice.
that was
Oh,
fun.
that was fun. That was the best, basically.
Karen says you guys are the coolest kids in the world. And Karen likes your hair, Largo. Childish Gambino, can you get rid of them, Oscar or who's it, or Bob? It doesn't look appropriate. I just want to thank you, Oscar and Bob, by the way, for helping moderate and get rid of these people on here. It's totally inappropriate. So thank you. All right, more
There'll be a
questions for the
t-shirt in the
kids. God, it got so crazy here. We've never had anyone like this on there, so we didn't even know how to handle it. Okay. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Okay, other questions. You guys, I know you guys are like glued to these comments. Do yourself over here.
Yeah,
Don't
because
worry.
people are being jerks.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
All right. What else do we have?
Let's see. Karen, have you guys heard of Damon and Joe? Their channel is called Shut and Go.
I'm guessing that's something.
No.
I don't know who that is.
Well,
no.
do you want to talk about who you do watch on YouTube?
Yeah. Who do
I
you watch on YouTube?
Film Theory and Rosanna Pansino.
And Largo doesn't watch any yet,
I
or
don't
he's not
watch
supposed to yet, at least.
No. We are very large non-consumers of YouTube, if you want to believe that. We don't watch that much.
I mean, we go to YouTube for like how-to videos, and we each have people we follow. But Largo has very limited any stuff on the computer at this point. We kind of keep it to a minimum, under 12. And then Avalon has a couple that she likes. Of course, they both follow our channel, right? Let's see. Who are the kids? Avalon and Largo or these guys? Yeah, okay, I agree. Sorry, I lost you. Sad people in this world. We're all not like them. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Yeah, thanks for getting a hold of this. All right. So, any other questions? Let's see. All right.
Well, Oscar and Bob had no idea what they were in for. When
I
they started
know.
this.
Oscar and Bob.
They're like the sheriffs at the door. They're like the bouncers.
You go get them. You go get them.
Thank you, guys.
All right. What Do you have okay, wait, let me look at my list of questions because I don't think we have any more any other questions on here. I don't think if I missed your question, guys, just resubmit it just because they were coming in pretty quick. Bob, hard to keep up. I know. Once you get one, they all follow suit, huh? Let's see. Please, who chose Avalon and Largo's clothing? Who choose? So Paul wants to know who chooses your clothing.
We choose our clothing.
The kids. Go ahead. You can respond to that.
Well, I like shopping. Well, I don't really go shopping.
I don't know if you guys heard
person.
have her say we choose our clothing.
Yeah.
So that meant she chooses.
So
our clothing.
we've had a philosophy in our house ever since the kids were young that we don't choose their clothing, their outfit, or anything for the day.
As early as
like
they were
18
able
months,
to dress
essentially.
themselves,
Yeah.
we did not. Now, obviously, we're not big consumers, so we don't spend a lot of time shopping. People have given us, like when they were younger, used to give us clothing. Will's mom would send us stuff. My parents would get stuff. Obviously, they didn't get a huge choice at that point, but once they were old enough to make a decision, they chose their own clothing. We don't have anything to do with that. And we actually don't even interfere when it's too cold out. We let them go out and we let them get a little cold so that they can self-assess and that they can prepare on their own. Obviously, we're not going to send them out in the snow in bathing suit and, endanger them, but we let them make the decisions on that. David wants to know if we'll come back to France soon.
Yes.
We will.
Yeah, well, I mean, not soon, but we're going to be back in France eventually. I mean, France is pretty hard to avoid when you're traveling through Europe because it's like right in the middle of everything. So
yeah, I mean, we pop in, in and out all the time. We love France and we have friends there and all that kind of good stuff. So
yep,
we'll be
we are
back.
currently in Spain
We'll
now.
be back in probably about a month or so.
3 months.
2 months,
maybe.
something like
Who
that.
knows? We're enjoying the weather here. We don't want to go, but it's too cold up in France right now.
Karen wants to know if we're heading to Greece. I'm with Avalon that the Greeks are underappreciated.
Definitely. I have a very big grudge against all Romans for stealing the Greek gods.
Avalon is a big Greek god
Right,
fan,
she holds a grudge for 2,000 years. It's still
Can
going
you guys
on.
see Largo? Ooh, gosh, there we go.
That's okay. They don't need to see me.
We're all squished in here. Am I going to take the pink out of my hair? Frank. Nope. It's been here for a long time. And or is that for Avalon? That's a good question. These are for Q&A for you, so maybe it was for you, not me. She got a little bit of pink in there. Are you going to take it out?
No, I'm leaving it in there. I love colored hair.
All right, she's keeping it in. She loves colored hair. Let's see. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's hard to read.
All right.
Okay, hold on. I know it's a ways off, but do the kids want to? Vicky asks, the kids want to attend college in Europe?
No. I don't know. I have no idea.
You don't know?
It's too far off.
You don't know? But what were you thinking? You've been talking about.
I wanted to go like in Australia someplace, but I'm not sure yet.
And Largo, you don't know yet, right? Let's see. Pat, have any of your online classmates become friends?
Oh, of course.
Not really.
All the time.
It's really interesting because Avalon not only does online class, but she also does an online book club. And so she has, 5 other book club mates? 6 other book club mates that she has in her book club. And so they've become, probably your biggest trusted group of friends, right?
They're my friends too. I have other friends, Dad.
All right. Well,
Dad.
I don't know.
Come on.
I'm a clueless father.
That was from Pat. Jane, did the kids find it difficult learning new languages?
No. Once you know like 1 or 2 languages, it's easy.
How about you, Larks?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to learn another language?
No.
No?
Because once I learn a language, we have to keep it like up and then like take 2 other classes.
More
French
classes.
So you don't want more language classes?
No.
No.
And Jane also says, was it easy to befriend people when you didn't understand them?
What does befriend mean?
Like, was it easy to make friends when you understand language? So those of you who don't know, so the kids went to a French school in the United States. So in France, it was a pretty seamless transition for them. But when we moved to Costa Rica, neither one of them spoke Spanish. So when you started going, Largo went to a French and Spanish school in Costa Rica. So when you started going, was it hard to make friends because you didn't speak the language?
A little.
And how long was it before you made friends and started to speak the language? Like a week?
2 months.
2 months?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
How about you, Avalon? Avalon's situation was a little different because
I
she was homeschooled.
So I had friends from my homeschooling groups and stuff.
And from your dance group. And did you find it hard to communicate and make friends with them?
No, I was so little. It was just super easy.
She was so little.
It was so much fun.
Learn it while you're little.
So this is the backstory on the Costa Rica thing, and it's really just an adorable story. So we got to Costa Rica, and the first week that we landed there, we went to the local market, and it was like a farmer's market where all the growers went, and it was some kind of holiday. We don't know what it was, but there was a local dance troupe that was doing traditional dances, and Avalon came up to us.
And I was like, yeah, I want to do it.
She was like, I would love to do that. And so we're still just trying to figure out our way around. And we're like, all right, let's go ask. And I am a native Spanish speaker. So I went up there and I approached the instructor. And basically I said, can my daughter learn to dance like your I guess your students are? But the only hitch is that she does not speak English. Does not speak Spanish at all. And she was like, of course, because dance is the international language, was her answer. And at that point, I knew that sort of we found the right group for our daughter because, as long as sort of they want to just hang out with each other, that's all that counted. So Avalon became part of the group, and she wanted traveling almost the country of Costa Rica. Now, it's not that hard to travel the country of Costa Rica, but, it was really amazing how sort of that group sort of traveled around, and that became our extended family while we were living in Costa Rica. And so we still stay in touch with them, and it was a great experience.
I'm sorry, I was trying to filter through comments, so I wasn't paying attention. But all right, Frank wants to know: is this healthy for the kids? I'm going to answer this one.
Of course, it's healthy,
and you can answer it if you want. But from a standpoint of health and fitness and eating healthy and physical activity, yes. From a mental standpoint, the kids spend a lot of time with us. And they see the world and they get to appreciate other cultures. And for me, I can't see anything healthier than that.
I'm actually healthier than I was before, when we were back in Boston. I feel like I'm better now.
You feel like you're healthier now? Largo, how about you?
It's the same.
Are you falling asleep down there? We can barely see you over there.
I feel like, in terms of
I'm new
health-wise,
here.
though, but health-wise?
I don't know.
I'm better. I know I am.
You think you're better?
Yeah, I
think you're
got sick
healthier?
every winter back then. Now I don't ever get sick.
I know that we're fit, from a standpoint of getting sickness, we've gotten sick a lot less since we've been traveling.
But there's a reason for that too.
Yeah.
Because essentially, the large, I guess, infestation of getting sick happens at school, right? So if you're there around other sick kids, they all sort of get sick around each other. They bring it back home, and next thing you know, it just spreads like an epidemic. For us, we're not out there, getting around sick people. Now, it's not that we don't want to hang around people. It's just, that's not our life right now.
Yeah.
So we're not sick that much.
I'm new here. What is your channel about? We are a traveling family. We are starting on our fourth year, into our fourth year of full-time travel, and we work and school and travel.
So we're currently in Europe, and we've been traveling all of Europe in an RV since, for 6 months now.
Yeah.
We're on country number 11.
Yep.
And our goal is to visit every single country in Europe before
we're 80.
The RV dies.
Do you guys prefer homeschool or public school?
Homeschool.
Let's see. Aga. Good evening, guys. Nice to see you again. Greetings from Aga and Anthony from the UK. Hello.
Hello. We're heading there, by the way.
Dawn and John have been full-timing for 31 years. Boats, caravans, now RV. Addictive. You may not be able to stop. The plan is not to stop unless either one of them decide they don't want to do it anymore, or him.
Well, our plan is to stop the caravanning, the RV. We know that we're going to stop that eventually.
Yeah, eventually we will do that, and eventually we'll go our Southeast Asia in a boat.
It's to migrate into a boat. So it's funny because the kids think that once we get into the boat, things will be easier.
No, I don't.
You guys think we're going to have more space?
We are going to have more space.
We'll have our own bedrooms.
Yeah,
we may have our own bedrooms in the boat.
Yeah, I want my own bedroom. We're going to get our own bedrooms?
We are going to get our own bedrooms in the boat, yeah.
All right. Austin says he loves our videos. He's got to get back to studying for nursing. Awesome. We need more wonderful nurses in the world.
Yes.
Julie, are we coming to UK? Yes.
Yes.
You want
we
to answer
will be there when? Go ahead. You guys know when.
I don't know. I don't care about when we're going to be places.
No clue.
We're going to be there in May. So we will be there maybe earlier. Who knows? But we probably will be entering the UK-ish late April, early May. Not sure when. But we have we have an appointment in mid-May in London that we have to be there for.
We have a deadline.
Yes.
Titus wants to know, is there a risk that when you do settle down in one place and face reality that you will never be as happy as you were on the road? This
I
is
don't think we are gonna settle down.
Yeah, I guess, but this is our reality. We face reality every day, and you know, I think it's a valid question. However, we work, we school, we pay bills, we get sick, we do laundry, and that's reality to us. So I don't envision us settling down unless someone in the group is unhappy. Obviously, at any point, if someone's unhappy, we're not going to continue on this path. This is a group, a team. It's not a dictatorship. And we make decisions as a group. Bob says, I can see a lot of self-confidence in both Avalon and Largo because of the experiences. Thank you, Bob.
Thank you,
Bob. Titus, are you going to go to Ireland? Yes. Right around when we head to UK, we're going to do Ireland. And
we don't know where. I mean, I think we're going to enter. I don't know. I know that we're going to enter the UK through London, or not through London, through sort of the south of England, and then go through Wales. And then I think we're going to sort of jet up around and then go up to like Cork and stuff like that.
No.
I have no idea what the plan is right now, because the one thing I've realized about this plan, about living in an RV and having a very ambitious plan to see all the countries, is that what we put down on paper and what we actually execute are sometimes two different things. And
because we're working and schooling, so that kind of throws, you know, a different angle in it, and trying to adventure and see things and also have downtime. So when we put ourselves to a schedule, it doesn't always work out like any stationary life. Like you plan certain things and sometimes they don't work out because there's more work or less work or someone's sick. So, but the plan is every country.
Right.
Oscar, sorry, go ahead.
No, so I mean, so here's a question that I don't know that's been asked, but I mean, I would say probably one of the biggest lessons that we've learned in this travel life is that don't stick to a schedule, because as long as sort of your schedule as far as school is concerned gets accomplished and work and happiness gets accomplished, then everything else can sort of fall into place. So, you know, we had very ambitious goals of seeing you know, so many different cities and going to different places.
Yeah.
But eventually, if you try and squeeze in too much, it winds up becoming too much.
Yeah.
And so slowing it down a little bit is definitely our style right now.
Oscar wants to know if there's anything you think you guys are missing.
No. Yes, Chipotle.
I think they really, you miss family too, don't you?
Yeah.
Our extended family, we all miss them. I don't even like to say we miss friends, because I'm going to answer some of these questions, because we have friends all over the world. So wherever we go, we're missing people, but we miss our families because they're all in the United States. And I think you guys would agree with that.
Yep.
What's your favorite country so far, and what country are you looking forward to going to? Jane.
Antarctica.
You're looking forward to go to Antarctica.
My favorite country is Japan, and I'm looking forward to Greece.
And do you have a favorite country, Largo?
What's your favorite country, Jess?
India.
India.
Tied with Ecuador and France.
Ecuador.
I loved India.
Ecuador.
Ecuador really. Ecuador. Let's see. Aga, hit it is me, Anthony. What places do you visit? Welcome. You're welcome for a nice place in the UK. What places do you visit? I'm not sure. Send us another message and clarify what you're asking in that one, because I'm not quite sure. Paul, yes, come to Wales. We're coming.
We are definitely going to Wales. Our favorite tour guide is from Wales.
Yes.
And Tom.
Yes, our favorite. We had an amazing tour in Normandy, guys, which we absolutely loved.
So if you guys ever
tour
saw
guide.
that video, our tour guide that showed us all of the historical D-Day monuments, he was from Wales, and so now we have an important date in Wales as well, because I think he wants his whole relatives to meet us. So we're gonna go there.
Live with their family.
Yeah.
Titus, what's your job? I guess that's for us, not you. That allows you to be parents on a constant holiday. That's hilarious. I hope you're making a joke, Titus.
No, stop. Stop. We are. Listen, if you love what you do, our life is constantly a holiday. I will give you that.
Yes.
But
we do. Just to give you an idea, we work full time, Will and I, and for full time for us, it's about 50 to 60 hours a week. The kids have a Monday through Thursday school schedule, just like in a traditional setting, but modified to take a global education approach. We do laundry and homework, and not homework, but
We do
you know,
everything.
We do everything like
we live
anyone
life
else
on the
does.
road, guys.
So what's our job? So when we started out, Will was an accountant, and he was able to work remotely, and I had a graphic design business, and I was able to work remotely. Now we own a company called Worldtowning, and we teach other people how to. We help them figure out all the logistics to go and live in another country. That means we go over housing, visa, medical, schooling, establishing your why of doing this. And I'm just going to give a quick little plug here because our Worldtowning University, which is a 10-week class to prepare you for launch, is registration is now, and it closes tonight at midnight. I'm going to put a link in the comments right now.
So this is a class that we host, and basically it's for anyone who's looking to make travel more of a thing in their life, more than just a 2-week vacation. Then we help them get prepared to make that leap. And you know, we basically go through all the rigmarole of everything you need to get prepared, like going through your visas and technology. She already talked about all of it, but basically,
yeah,
it's really cool because it's a live classroom setting. And well, anyway, I don't want to talk too much about
that was Nana.
But essentially, it's a really cool class, and a lot of people get a lot of value out of it. If
Bob,
they want to make
who we just made one of the moderators to get rid of the creepers, he just finished the class. It's fabulous, guys. We are out here traveling. We're on our 4th year, and we show you how to do this.
Yep.
And you know, we walk you through everything. We hold you accountable. We do a live. We have videos. Yada yada yada. We're not going to plug it anymore. If you're interested, I put the link there, and you can always message us if you have questions.
Yep.
Okay, back to you two. Let's see. Let's see. Titus, yeah, but what is your actual job? All right, Titus, I see some fishing here. My mom's on here, so she can vouch. We're not trust fund kids. We work hard. That's how we make our money. We did save money from our accounting and design business. It's because when you start a new business, you don't start up from the get-go making money right away. So our income decreased considerably when we left our jobs that we had before, and we live a very simple life in order to make our business work. It is a startup, so obviously we're not making the big bucks, but we find ways around it. But we are completely self-funded, and we do work very, very hard.
Yep.
Okay, Oscar says put the link back in there. It did not come through. Okay, so let me get a couple more questions going. And then, hi guys, still alive here in Hawaii. I'm so glad to hear that. If you guys were on last...
It was the craziest thing. Okay,
I'm going to let you tell it
right,
while
so
I
last
while
week
I do this.
we ended the live stream in which, what was her name again?
Lily.
Lily.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Lily's on
Lily.
here.
Lily said, "Oh my gosh, look what's happening! There's an alert of a potential bomb coming towards South Korea. And if you guys follow the news,
towards Hawaii
from South Korea.
Yeah.
And if you guys follow the news, you know there was a big thing out there where there was a false alarm." But Lily was still watching the live stream saying, okay, I got to sign off now because I don't know if I'm going to be alive in an hour from now. And it was really concerning. And it was honestly the saddest way to end a live stream. You know, our hearts went out to them. But thank God that everything turned out okay and that, you know, no one had any issues and it was only a false alarm. Lily, we're glad you're okay. And so we can sort of hang out again.
Okay, I'm gonna put the link in a minute. I'm having some trouble with it. Thank you, Lily. Shows you guys are great. The love communication we see in your dynamic family. Far more excellent from families who have 4 doors around them. Keep going strong. Thank you, Lily. Thank you. We truly appreciate it. Antarctica is on his list. Yes, it's on Largo's list. Are we going to Russia? Yes, we're going to Russia.
St. Petersburg, essentially.
Do I miss Trask Lane? Oh, is that someone from Jay? Identify yourself, please. Yes, I do. Who is that? Tell me. Let's see. Tom was, my mom let us know Tom was our guide. In Normandy, Moon Chin King, just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing.
Thank you. We really do appreciate that.
Aga wants to know if we can find some time to meet up for a meal in UK. Yes.
We're trying to hit, by the way, we're trying to hit 2,000 subscribers. So if you guys, we're almost
really
there.
close.
We're close. We're like within 50-ish.
55 this today.
So essentially, if you guys know anyone who would like our channel, I know it's not all about the live, but if you guys like our content, please spread the word. We'd really appreciate it. All right, that's enough for the plug. All right.
Maybe next time they will hit you guys, so treasure it. I don't know if that's a troll, Victor. And I'm not
I
sure.
I don't even know.
Not sure what you mean by that. But
be
Oscar,
a typo.
question for the kids: do you think your parents work too much?
No.
Wow.
They work. You guys work a lot less than people who live in like corporate jobs and stuff.
Do you think you can? If you think we work too much, go ahead and say it.
I mean,
This
they
is-
work on the weekends. That's the thing.
Yeah. We've been working a lot of weekends lately because we like I said, we launched our class, and so registration for our class. So we've been working a lot of weekends.
There was a lot of marketing efforts that were put in
and
place. So
we try not to work the weekends, but we've had to work a couple. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Largo.
I'll pay for your therapy, Largo. I'm so sorry.
but last week we went on like an 8-hour hike that made up for it. That we got stuck in the rain a little bit as well.
God.
So, but we got the drone up too. And by the way, the drone's still flying.
Yay!
If anyone, I know we gave the update last week, but in case you guys weren't here, the drone's up and working. It's flying over us right now.
Demetrius wants to know, you two get to see history of the world. How do you feel about that and about seeing the different cultures?
It's cool.
It's cool. Largo, how do you feel about that?
It was cool.
So, do you? Because you're saying it's cool. So let me ask you this: are you saying it's cool because this is just your life and this is how it is, and it's just your normal, right? You don't. I mean, we had a whole stationary life before this, but Largo was really little, and so when people ask them about their life, they're kind of like, a lot of people say that, wow, you're so lucky, that's so cool, and they're like, yeah, it's cool, because this is what they know. And like any kid, if you ask any kid wherever they are in the world, even if they're living a stationary life, you ask them if they like their life, like, yeah, it's cool, right?
So let me ask you a different question, Avalon and Largo. Would you guys want to go back to a life where we didn't travel anymore?
No.
And why?
It would be boring.
No.
It would be boring.
Nope. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Bob says you've been called out, Mom and Dad, for working too much.
No, well, I mean, at the end of the day, listen, at the end of the day, this life that we have is something that we're trying to make into a sustainable life. So, I mean, if you do have to work hard to make this thing work out, and we're not going to go ahead and sort of just take this thing as a vacation, because if we did, then we'd know that there's an end date to this, because we are not independently wealthy. And so, we do have to work to make it happen. And I think that's the joy of sort of showing what we're doing with our life, is that we're not on this vacation, and we're not sort of living off this windfall that we came into. We're trying to sort of make this a daily occurrence of sustainability. We're planning on going daily real soon. So our plan is basically within 3 weeks, we're going to start doing daily videos. I would say maybe like 4 or 5 days a week of actual like daily type vlogs. And when we do go there, you'll really see how our life is like, and sort of how we get through the schooling aspect of it and everything else. And I think it's going to be really interesting because, there is just a lot of things that we have to get through to make this happen. And I think there's a lot of value in that.
Let me
getting
a couple
tired?
more questions, because I think Largo's getting tired here. All right. Let's see. Victor, Will did not grow up in J Maine, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. I think this is trolling.
Who knows?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Floyd, I'm learning about YouTube. You make money by the numbers of views and subscribers. That's not how we make money. Some people do. That'd be great, but it's not how we're making money.
It's interesting. YouTube did a big thing this week, in which you don't even know this stuff because you don't follow.
What time is it here?
But
7:15.
But basically, YouTube said that they're going to demonetize channels that have less than 1,000 subscribers and less than 4,000 hours annually.
Thanks, Oscar.
We have surpassed that, so we're not going to lose out on that great monetization. But at the end of the day, we're not really making any paychecks from YouTube. We do this because, honestly, I love the creativity of creating videos.
Floyd, that's fine. Ask the questions away. We don't have any problem.
We're not upset at all.
Yeah, no, we don't mind
think
answering at all.
We're pretty honest. It's all good.
It'd be great to make tons of money off this, but
No. I mean, at the end of the day, it's something that we do because I like the idea of making a journal for the kids
Are you
that
guys
they
tired?
can look at for the rest of their lives. And I think that sort of this lifestyle that we're living is kind of interesting as well. So
Yeah.
and we hope you guys agree.
And I think we've lost the kids. They're both tired. They've had a busy day. Avalon's out of frame. Largo's like snoozing right here.
Yep.
Anyone have any last minute questions for Avalon and Largo? We can stick around for a couple more
And then
questions
we
if
can
you have
move
them.
on with the cheese.
Largo and Avalon, you guys have jobs in lemonade. Lily wants to know that. Okay.
Well, we do
Come on
chores
in.
and
Come Come on in. Come on in.
Dumping the poop, filling the water, doing the dishes, sweeping laundry,
They think that they're Cinderella, essentially, these guys.
They think that we give them too many chores. But I said, this RV is like 21 and a half feet. So guess what? There's not that much to clean, right? Bob says, thank you, kids. I hope to meet you all one day. All right. Any last questions for Avalon and Largo? And then we're going to let them go. They've had a busy day, a busy week. And as you can see, they're yawning. I guess we're all boring them to death.
And plus, guys, you haven't even gotten to the cheese.
I know. A love life question. That's funny.
What's the question? What's the question?
I think it's, how is your love life? I imagine it's very difficult for all of you in a confined space.
Well, it's a valid question.
Is it difficult to
there's
be
forced outside time?
Okay, David wants to know if it's difficult to be alone sometimes in the day. You guys or the kids?
We're not really ever alone.
Come in the screen and
we're never alone.
Well, you have...
Well, we have like our time when we're working and stuff.
Yeah, and you have outside time too. So is it difficult to be alone? Do you find, like,
No.
is it hard to find...
I used to stay at home alone back when we...
No, is it hard? I think it means, is it hard to find time alone when you need privacy?
No.
You want to sleep on you?
By the way,
Gerard, if he gets reincarnated, wants to come back as Largo.
If you guys are enjoying this, if you can give this video a thumbs up, that'd be really great. By the way, it just helps the distribution of the channel and the video. So thank you.
Let's see. I think that's it, guys, for you. I think that's it. Do you guys have any questions you want to ask the viewers?
No.
Do you have any questions, any idea of a job you might want to do when you grow up?
Oh my gosh.
Writer.
Avalon wants to be a writer. Okay,
I want to be a pilot, police officer, and a game designer.
Whoa. That's a big one. Paul says, it's great you have well-grounded kids. Yeah, we didn't do any of that. They just came to us that way. We were very lucky.
It's the grandparents who do that.
All right, guys. We're going to let the kids go, and then Will and I are going to hang out here. Oh, my God. So many disgusting people on here today. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's inappropriate.
All right.
Go get them, Oscar and Bob. Get them, get them, get them.
All right.
Jeez.
Boy, we never realized that we had so many.
Are out today.
It's funny because you get.
Thank you, guys.
I think honestly that you get a kids Q&A into the title, and then all of a sudden
all the perverts come out.
Well, all the people just want to troll. So sorry about that for those guys who wanted to have like a real sort of nice, interesting discussion.
And thank you, Oscar and Bob, because I honestly couldn't figure out how to block them, and I was trying to moderate the questions. So I truly appreciate it, and we'll get rid of those yucky people.
Yep.
David said it was very weird, but you were very good. Thanks, David. I don't have a lot of patience for things like that, so I'm glad I kept it together. Frank, some people have no manners. So, do you guys have any questions for us? We're not going to keep you too much longer.
No, I have an appointment.
Oh yes, Will has.
It's really interesting.
Will
I have an appointment. I have it. So we've been now at this campsite. And by the way, for those of you guys who've joined, we are in southern Spain right now, and we are at this really cool campsite, which happens to be or seems to be where all of the Brits and the Dutch come to go and spend their winters. So they all hang out and sort of hang out at the bar and just relax and watch the football matches and so forth.
So Will's going to go hang out with them.
And they were
today.
saying, when are you going to hang out with us? So I have a date tonight with all the Brits to watch football matches. I think today there was one between Manchester United and someone else. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But essentially, they want me to hang out with them. I don't know, sing Irish songs.
Floyd wants to know how long we've been traveling. In October, we started on our 4th year. So 3 years and several months.
Yep. It's changed our lives, I have to say.
It has.
Yes.
I know we're going to get all philosophical, but it has. It really has changed our lives, our relationship as a couple, as a family, as parents, doing work that we feel passionate about, escaping the rat race, living more authentically, mindful, all that kind of stuff. And I won't go on and on and on, but it really was the best decision that we did. And if only we had done it sooner, but at least we did it. So
Patrick's asking whether we're going to do a Patreon account. And the answer is it's been on the horizon for a long time. It's
Yes.
funny. I actually have an account on Patreon, which I've been a patron of other people in the past. We've taken a pause on that since we're sort of dedicating all of our funds to launching the business.
Yeah.
But I have one built for Worldtowning, and we just
on
haven't
the list
launched. We
for
just
Monday.
haven't launched it, and the reason is because we need to make sure that we know what we're going to give people in
Yeah.
exchange for the
Because
community.
a lot of Patreon accounts will send you stuff in the mail, and we of course we'd love to send everyone Worldtowning t-shirts and hats and all that good stuff. That is definitely not in the cards for us because we have viewers from all over the world, and we live in an RV.
Yep.
So our t-shirts now are shipped from the U.S., but it's very, very complicated. So we need to be able to offer more to our Patreon people, and we are still kind of identifying what that is and trying
Yep.
to figure it out. Lily says,
But in the meantime,
sorry.
we're happy just doing this. So, as much as we do appreciate you asking whether there's a Patreon account, and we do love the idea of sort of making YouTube a more of a full-time gig.
Yeah.
This is just as happy for us doing this because this is a lot of fun.
Well, we'll get there.
We'll get there.
Lily says, so Lily's going to start traveling. She says, I will miss my night outs and breakfast with my girlfriend once we're on the road. So, that is definitely something to miss. In every place we've lived, and we lived all over the United States before we left the United States. I always had girls' night, and I felt it was really wonderful and lovely. And what I did once we started traveling, now the first 3 years of travel, we
That was
lived.
a hack, by the way. That was just an idea to get out and leave us behind. She did that a lot, by the way.
Okay, so once we left the United States, we were in countries for 10 to 12 months at a time, and we are big on forming community and making local friends, obviously for the social aspect for our entire family and also to get more out of the experience, right? That's the whole point of this, learning about other cultures and making friends and sharing our traditions and experiencing theirs. And I did not do it on the scale on Costa Rica that I did on the next two countries because we were adjusting, and the adjustment period was really challenging. We've talked about that before. But in Ecuador and Costa Rica, in Ecuador and France, I formed,
Yep.
I brought girls together and said, let's do girls' night. Now, in Ecuador.
It's a very foreign concept.
In Ecuador, it's a total foreign concept.
Totally
they
foreign
were
concept.
all over it and totally into it, and they were like, we just don't do this. And I'm like, why not? It's necessary, right? And it's not just necessary for women, it's necessary for men too. That's why kids have play dates. We're all social human beings. So I had to initiate it in both of those countries. And often I have to initiate it as we're traveling in the RV. But it is worth it in the end. And I just say sometimes it's hard to get out of your comfort zone and it's really challenging. And you're like, will people accept me? And is this going to be weird? And is no one going to come to girls' night? Yada, yada, yada. But you just got to do it.
Well, we've known them by the time you actually start initiating girls' night, we were at a pretty comfortable level.
We
Well,
were.
you start initiating. She starts initiating.
I do start initiating. No, literally the day I get
I'm
there.
the guy in the background just taking photos of them going, photo bomb.
I started meeting.
All right.
Now, here's something that's come out of it. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to go to Madrid and meet up with one of my girlfriends from Ecuador. So these friendships last, and they, if you work on them and you cultivate them, and girls' night is a great way to do it. I didn't do a ton of girls' night. We did a lot of family stuff with other families in Ecuador and Costa Rica and France, which was lovely as well. So just find those, you're not going to replace people. You're just going to add new people to your friend circle as you travel. And it's wonderful. It's wonderful. When people say about us traveling, they ask the kids, they ask us, do we miss our friends? We always miss our friends, no matter where we are, because we make friends all over the world. So, that's my just little tidbit on it. What's your favorite country or place? Floyd wants to know from us. Mine's India. India and Ecuador.
My favorite place, it's funny. I have to say Ecuador, really. I mean, I know Largo was big into it, but the experiences that we did in Ecuador, from like doing the Machu Picchu, the Inca Trail, and doing the Galapagos, it's hard to beat.
And we had a
those.
really great friend circle there too. Paul wants to know, would we consider meetups? Yeah, we would.
We would. I think
we just haven't gotten to that point yet.
Right.
We have so many other things going on that we can't.
I think we need to get to daily on that.
Yeah.
Because I think at the end of the day, and maybe sort of at that point, I think it's about setting up a Patreon account.
Yes,
and having
Machu
a better
Picchu
way.
is in Peru, but we took a trip from Ecuador to you mentioned Machu Picchu while we were in Ecuador.
It was so cool.
We went, but he's saying it's not in Ecuador. Yeah, we went to Peru and had the experience. You're welcome, Lily. Did you do the RDR or similar in Quartzsite?
What is that?
I have no idea what that is. Draw.
RTR.
Can you explain
RTR.
that?
Is that like the train?
Yolanda wants to know, if only I could stow away. Because of you guys, I've been places I've never been. Thank you much for showing me how it's done. I'm planning short road trips in my Honda. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for saying that.
The whole idea of
this is why we do this.
It's funny because...
So thank you.
Yeah, no,
I'll let
sorry,
you
I'm not going to cut you off.
No, go ahead and elaborate. Go
it's
ahead.
funny because I don't... When we do our videos, because this is a conundrum of what we do, because there's so many channels out there doing like travel videos, like, and when you go to like the last one, Pompeii, is like, when you go to Pompeii, make sure you go ahead and go inside this West Gate and and a little insider tip. I mean, we're not about that, and I mean, it's funny because when we do our tours, it's hard to differentiate when we're doing like a travel video and we're actually doing sort of a day in the life, because I mean the adventure aspect is really cool. So it's hard to ignore the fact that we're sort of showing you something that we think is pretty magnificent. So in that respect, we're glad you like it. We're glad you can see it. But we're trying to more so show how, you know, we are as a family and how we react to all the tours we are. But I don't know. I'm getting wordy. Sorry.
Okay.
But thank you.
Cutting you off. Aga says she's up for a girls' night in the UK. I'll need one by then. I haven't had one in a while.
The UK's pretty big. Where?
Jane wants to know if we'll take the kids to India. We did take the kids to India.
We have been. We spent...
Will spent
5 weeks.
7 weeks there, and the kids and I spent 4 weeks. We took them. Yeah,
we went
absolutely.
to Chennai.
We took them. It was a fabulous experience. It was a tough transition for them. They've seen poverty before, and quite a bit of poverty, but not to that level. They haven't experienced that extreme heat, that extreme...
but we loved it.
It was dirty. We loved it. I have nothing bad. The people were amazing. The food was amazing. It was a rich experience. Their spirituality is just bonkers awesome. I would take the kids again in a heartbeat, and hopefully we'll get to go back. And we have friends there. We made friends with locals there. I mean, we really in that short time. It was
The only thing though that I think that we were a little hesitant on was street food, and it's.
Yeah, we were not very adventurous with the food.
No, we were not very adventurous with the
Will
street
was
food.
there for a work job, and he could not take time off if we got sick. And and that was part of the deal. He could not take time off to take care of us. And we were only there for 4 weeks, and I had to work every other day. So there was no way we were going to risk getting sick and missing out. So Lily says, I'm from Colombia. You missed a great country. I know. Here's the thing with South America. We wanted to see more, but we made the choice to do the hike on the Inca Trail, the Machu Picchu, and Galapagos, and we did them both on the cheap, and that was still very expensive and really killed our budget, so we couldn't do anything else.
And in between Ecuador and France, we had plans of going down south to Argentina, and maybe a little bit of Patagonia, but we chose instead to go back home to the U.S. to go visit,
to see our families,
to go see the families. And so, you know, sometimes you make choices, and you know what, the world's a big place, and we still have a lot of time left in it, so we could be back.
We will go back. It's likely when we go back, the kids will be in university, but we'll go back.
We don't know. Depends on the boat. You never know.
Depends.
You never know.
Bob says RTR is the RV gathering in Arizona. No,
oh my gosh.
We won't be going there because Lemonade doesn't swim.
No, we are.
It sounds fun. I'd love to do stuff like that.
But there's a big RV show in Manchester, England, that's happening in February. But we won't be there for that.
We won't be there for that. One of our viewers sent us information. That'd be so fun.
That would be actually really fun because I like looking at gadgets.
The Floyd says we're planning to travel Europe for 6 months and experience. So good to see people doing it for years. So we've been traveling for years, but we've only been RVing or motorhoming or camper carring, whatever the lingo is, in Europe for 6 months. But we plan on doing it for a total of 2 years. Thomas Wilson says hello.
Hello, Thomas.
Let's see. Please consider some meetups where you have to buy some tickets instead for exchange experience, so you could earn some extra for traveling. That's a great idea. That's a really great idea. We like doing live stuff. Will could sing and dance.
Well, I don't want to have people pay to come. I mean, that's
but she's saying to pay in exchange for an experience or maybe information. We can do. We could do like a segment of our class, like cover one topic.
Yeah.
Northern Ireland. Woo! It's cold there.
we have that on the list.
It's on the list, but not in the cold, not in the winter.
No.
Okay, I'm going to hand this over to you because the link for the class wasn't working and I can't find your messages. So I need you to put the link
All right, so we're
to the
gonna do that.
Thinkific.
All
So
right.
I'm going to keep chatting with you. Well, we'll post the link. Hopefully I can, if you have any other questions for us, again, Bob and Oscar, thank you guys so much for helping moderate. Thomas says it's not that cold. It's not. We will be there, in probably May-ish. So I think it's still a little cold there. And we lived in Boston for years, so I think we can hack it, right? Oh, I missed that comment. Shoot. I missed the comment right, but Aga lives close to Manchester. All right, you're going to put that in, and then I'm going to see if I can keep up with comments here because I was viewing them on the phone. So
but we do have to quit it soon.
I know. Anyone else have any?
I haven't gotten to the cheese.
All right,
Oh,
so
the
there
cheese.
it is,
Okay,
right there.
so let me know if that link works.
So there's our link to
if
our...
anyone's interested in signing up for the class, and you can message us if you have any questions. Let's see, what was that? Yeah, we'll never get to Ireland if we wait till it's warm. That's fun to funny. We will be coming. We spent like 5 months of this trip so far in the rain and cold. So, but we're not going to come when it's snowing. Yay.
No.
Hi from fellow motorhomers in UK. Hello. All right. Will's going to do the cheese.
Yes.
Because those of you who are new here don't know this, but each week we do a cheese.
We do a cheese, but we never go over an hour. Now we're over an hour. So
yes.
This is like bonus time. All right. So our cheese
yes,
of the
Oscar
day.
and Bob, we were drowning there for a moment, so I really appreciate your help.
Thank you.
Will's going to send you some cheese.
I think we got rid of all the trolls. My God, that was awful. So I was like,
creepy.
I was back there. If you guys were been around and sort of hanging out, and people were saying,
it doesn't matter. It's
inappropriate stuff.
Inappropriate stuff. It's the first time that's ever happened. So
does that mean that we've made it? I don't even know.
No, you mean you made it when you have haters.
Well, I guess. I have no idea.
Lily says in the other video I see Will is learning Spanish. What language are you learning? Oh, Will isn't learning Spanish. Will is a native Spanish speaker. It was his first language.
So I am from Miami, born and raised, which means I speak Spanish coming out of the womb.
Yeah. It was your first language, right? For the first 5 years or
It was my first language for the first 5 years. My parents are from Cuba. So I grew up speaking Spanish only. And I'm very proud of that.
And I started to learn Spanish in Ecuador.
Yep.
And I'm so disappointed because I've lost a lot of it. So I'm still working on it, but I've lost a lot of it. At least I get to practice here in Spain. And then Bob's. I know you have, Bob. Go have a good day. Leave us. Okay, Will, tell us about the cheese.
So our cheese today is a manchego cheese. We've done this already before, but honestly, the campground doesn't have a large variety of cheese. So it's either like sliced cheddar or this, which is still pretty good. So this is manchego cheese. It's very good. It is the